Hi, this is week 7. It's Why Should I Be Led by You? And I want to thank everybody who sent me their blog link. I've been going through the blogs, some excellent comments, very reflective and thinking about how one's journey in the past is really impacting how they deal with crisis. Um, the people's lives are shaped by those that they have found, and mentors, and looking for mentors who can really inspire. I think that those are key points. Today's chapter, we talk about 4 qualities for inspirational leadership. And I want to go through them briefly because I think they're important. The first one is selectively show your weaknesses. So, for example, if a leader was to let you know right away, hey, I'm nervous about going into this battle, would you be willing to go? Probably not. I can remember when I worked at Siemens and I would have customers who I knew were going to be difficult for my consultants. And I mean, I would be honest with them and tell them, I think this is going to be a little challenging. But I'd always say to them, but I know that you can do this. I know that you can solve their problem and you can make them happy again. So selectively show your own weaknesses and fears, but don't pretend. Don't pretend you're something you aren't because people can see through that. So being authentic is very important, but while being encouraging. Another thing was tough empathy. We've talked about emotional intelligence and how empathy is an important characteristic, but the idea of tough empathy, that you recognize that people have gone through hard times, but you're not just going to tell them, hey, it's okay to feel sad for yourself. Just continue the way you are. Just like children love sweet things. I love sweet things, actually. But I can't have a diet on that. It's not good for me. So tough empathy in the terms of understanding, but not giving everything that people want, but giving what is important, what is good for them. Because sometimes we don't see it. The third thing is dare to be different. We all are afraid to venture out of our, defined box because it's safe. We don't need to worry about peer pressure. We don't need to worry about breaking the law because we know what those are. But thinking a little different and going out of those boundaries is sometimes challenging. Big organizations often, the automobile industry is a perfect example. Detroit did not change. When people demanded cars that would be more fuel efficient, they didn't change their cars because it would have required massive amounts of investment. They wanted to stay the same. And because they stayed the same, they've struggled. And the big car companies of Detroit are no more. And the city of Detroit is one of the most bankrupt cities in the country. Failure to look at the environment and change is critical. And the fourth thing is intuition. Great inspirational leaders, they can sense. They follow their gut. And I can't give you any kind of formula for following your gut. The more you're in tune with yourself, the more you see a situation, you're going to be more aware. And the greater your experiences, the more you can mentally come up with solutions that are going to be appropriate. So listening to that inner voice is very important for being an inspirational leader because people see the authenticity that you offer. So read the chapter. Also, we're going to have a discussion board. So look at the discussion board, the presentation we have. I want you to blog about a video that I've posted. Actually, there's 2 videos in the announcement that I want you to look at. One of them's in the syllabus, but another one I just thought was fun, and I've put in the announcements. And I'm going to send an inspirational or some type of leadership video, a small one, every week, as well as I'm going to put a couple more this week. So look at that, and a reminder, your career assignment is done. And if you haven't given me your blog URL, then you need to send that to me. Lastly, I'm going to be pairing you up with a partner. If you have somebody you would like to be paired up with, send me an email. Otherwise, I'm going to pick a partner for you. And the idea is that you'll start to exchange reading each other's blogs. And that prepares you then for the peer review for the final project. So you know how to find me. Thanks so very much. Keep up the good work, and I'll be talking to you in the middle of the week. Bye-bye.